Hello and welcome to Vanessa and Melissa.
Today on our show, we are speaking with sexologist Kelly McDonald-Arnold, and she is talking about how to talk to your kids about sex and being safe around it and your sexuality.
And being healthy about it.
Yeah.
We're also going to be visiting Soul in the Kitchen for a little cooking with Soul, so don't miss that.
Yeah, but first, we are going to talk about PMS. So husbands, if you're listening.
Some people are like, what?
Yeah.
Men, what?
Yeah. Clue in a little closer, because you probably want to hear these things.
PMS.
PMS. I don't actually really have much PMS
Aren't
symptoms.
you lucky?
Yeah. We're going to fight now. But I do have a friend, and she told me that I can share this story. And she has a husband who actually started to track their arguments around her cycle. And I need to tell you this because she said he calls it the purple days. And whenever she was like a little off or the arguments were firing up, he would track them. And
it's
then
like track like a storm, like it's storms brewing.
Yeah, and he would track it and he would be able to tie it to her menstrual cycle. And she said like she actually likes it now. It makes her laugh. It gets her out of a funky
funny.
mood. It's funny, yeah.
And it makes it so he understands kind of what you're going through, right?
Yeah, but it really helped her to be able to predict how she was feeling and why she was feeling these ways. Because it was coming on.
I understand that because I actually do get PMS, and there was a period of time you'd think that as a woman you'd be able to track it over many years of getting it, but I remember at a certain point I was like, this is why I feel like this all the time.
Yeah, you're crying and your husband was like, it's okay.
I'm like, I don't know why I ate all this chocolate and why I want wine, and like, oh yeah, I'm PMSing.
So we're going to talk about that, the chocolate and the wine, because I think that as women, we just assume it's something, it's like a rite of passage, and you just have to accept.
Comfort, yeah.
And this is what happens when you have PMS. But we are going to talk about our tips on how to reduce your PMS symptoms.
Yeah.
We have tips from Dr. Christopher Calamari, and he is talking about the PMS do's and don'ts. So, number one is do get more calcium. And this is why I claim I don't get PMS. Get lots of calcium. Anyway, things like fortified cereals, so cream of wheat, fortified breakfast cereals, dairy or non-dairy milk, cheeses, broccoli, all these things are high in calcium.
I never knew broccoli had a lot of calcium.
Yeah, it's a good one.
There you go, yeah.
Yeah, and so, if you know that you are someone who has maybe lower calcium counts, there is studies that show and link higher calcium in women to less or not having PMS symptoms. So that's a good one.
Another one to watch out for is sodium, because sodium is like the ultimate bloater, right?
And it's hidden in everything.
There's sodium in everything, but you just have to watch the levels and how much you're eating. But specifically things like canned foods, they carry tons of sodium.
Let's look at this.
I know, that one's like...
This one's pretty intense.
Over 350 milligrams.
Yeah, 390 milligrams.
390 milligrams. That's a lot for a serving of food, right?
Yeah, and so things like condiments, processed food, it's all hidden in there. You don't even realize that you're getting it.
So we're not saying don't eat it, just watch the sodium levels. Be aware.
Yeah, because you probably want a can of beans when you're PMSing.
Beanies and weenies, I don't know. Like that. Sorry. Hot dogs. Okay, next.
The husbands are really listening now. Is water. Drink lots of water. And I think that this one, people feel like, it's like, what do you mean drink more water when I'm bloated, right? You think that you don't want to add more water, but it's actually...
Deloading?
Yeah, you need to drink that water to help flush out the water that you're loading in from, retention with PMSing, but also to get rid of the toxins, to help your body feel better.
It flushes your system.
And you actually wake up more. One of the reasons that you're actually tired almost always during the day is dehydration, lack of water. So ladies, please drink your water.
Yes.
At least 3 liters a day, especially when you are having a period.
And you're going to like this one. Eat dark chocolate.
You really like this one.
I love chocolate.
I was like, go get some chocolate to show for this one.
This is one of my favorites. Yummy.
She ran to the store.
Yes, yummy. Eat dark chocolate. It's an antioxidant. It's good for inflammation. And it tastes delicious, so there you go.
Well, then it's a mood booster as well, right? So then you get a little happy, you have a nice little indulgence for a second.
You only need 1 or 2 pieces anyhow.
Especially if it's like this, a really good dark chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the next one is do not drink coffee.
Oh, come on. That's just not even possible for me. Like, I can't even function without coffee. So maybe drink less coffee? Can we say less?
The thing is that with coffee, it actually, sends more blood to your vessels, and you get more inflamed, and it increases pain.
I just think it increases brain activity for me, especially in the morning. Okay, that one, do what you want on that one.
Vanessa's not stopping the coffee.
Yeah, okay. Eat your greens, okay? You want iron, because obviously you're losing iron when you're, menstruating. So make sure you're getting a lot of iron, eating broccoli, kale. I love to saute it with onions and garlic in a delicious way. So good. Keep on your iron there.
Yeah. Don't drink alcohol. Another one, Vanessa's not stopping. I'm not drinking right now.
Maybe minimize it. Let's go to minimize instead of eliminating.
Bring it down. Yeah.
A little red. I don't know. I thought red wine was good for anti-inflammation, no?
Anyway, next one.
Okay. And do eat your bananas. Who knew bananas had
Melatonin.
melatonin?
She didn't know, obviously.
I almost said something.
Bananas and walnuts are very high in melatonin levels, so it's good to have those. It's important to sleep when you're menstruating and to rest and rejuvenate and detoxing. Like when you sleep is when you're detoxing. But women tend to be in pain, uncomfortable, frustrated, all those things, and they don't sleep. So it is really important that you eat your bananas and your walnuts before bed.
How about this? Make a smoothie with your milk, with your banana, with your greens, and you get it all right there, all of it in one little shabam.
Well, aren't you fantastic? Right. So those are our tips if you are PMSing. That should hopefully help you out. We'd love to hear your feedback or what you do when you're PMSing. Is it just drink the wine?
Is it Midol? Like, what do you
do? Message us on Facebook. You can go on our Twitter, tweet at us, on our Instagram. Let us know what your tips are so that we can share them on our blog after this show.
And stay tuned because up next we are going to be cooking with that sassy little girl Soul.
Yes, ma'am.